Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. Those who have subscribed, I just want to say thank you for taking your time to watch, comment and like and share. Thank you so much for your support. You are really appreciated. And those who are new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we have a new upload. Welcome, stay tuned and enjoy the video. Hi guys, today let's look at the story of Senzo Nkomo. Senzo is a 24-year-old young man from Emelom, Mpumalanga. He lives with HIV and he says he's been living with HIV since he was 3 years old. He got infected at the dumping site while he was playing with other kids. I have seen his story about a week ago. I just didn't have time to sit and put information together. The reason I'm running this story, I just felt like he's an inspirational young man, and his story might inspire somebody out there and might just give hope to somebody out there who's going through the same situation. Let's look into that story. This was his tweet on the 6th of Jan. This year I turned 24, and honestly for me it's a big deal because when I was 3 I was infected with HIV. I didn't think I would live this long or make it to 24, yet 15 years on ARVs, taking care of myself and loving myself I will be, and by God's willing I will grow to be a positive old man. The detailed story goes like this. When I was 9 years old, I was sick. I had rash on my body, so my older brother took me to the local clinic where the tests were done, he recalls. Senzo says his brother, who was a teenager at the time, was asked to tell their grandmother, who was at home at the time, to go to the clinic immediately. I just remember my grandmother and my brother being emotional and crying when we were told that I have HIV. I was 9, I didn't know much at the time. Senzo is the middle child. Both his siblings are HIV negative. His mother passed on before his diagnosis, and his father passed on when he was really young. He went further by saying, I remember it being a confusing time, with family trying to figure out how I contracted HIV. After heartbreak and tears, his grandmother remembered the day Senzo returned home crying, saying he had injected himself with a syringe while playing with other kids at a dumping site. I had no memory of this. My granny explained it to me. I was crying and in pain, but she didn't think it was something serious, he added. He says, when it comes to dating, I'm very honest. It will be unfair to keep such a thing from someone. You just need to be open, and if it's meant to be, it will be. He says his main focus at the moment is to publish his book titled My Journey to Positiveness, which he says he's done writing. He also finds a sense of purpose from counseling people, especially his peer group, who are still imprisoned by the stigma of this disease, who are still feeling unworthy and scared to live fully. He went further to say he believes that his diagnosis was God's way of directing him towards his purpose. Here is how Twelleps responded to his post. Ndlovukazi said, I told myself that before the end of Jan, I have to get myself tested. Sianda said, my guy, I have followed you. I will share your story on my social media platforms. Your story will give hope to everyone living with the virus. Thank you for sharing your story. You are indeed the chosen one. I love you, brah. And his response was, thank you so much, appreciated. God bless you. And Shadi said, my daughter was born positive. She's turning 21 this year, writing her grade 12 this year. You are an inspiration, young man. And Shadi said, Uinene said, hi, one of my aunts was born with HIV, and she's turning 45 this year. I hope this is some sort of hope to you. God bless you. Mtoko said, I'm persuaded to go for a test so I know my status too. For more on this, you may follow him on Twitter. There's a lot that he shares on a daily basis relating to this topic. Remember, positive or negative, we still need to be educated around this topic. So it doesn't matter whether you are positive or negative. Information that he shares, it's going to help you in any case. Last week, there was a hashtag ARVs that was trending on Twitter. People openly discussing this topic. Let's look into that hashtag. This one, God's favorite, said, for 2020, my advice for those who have tested positive is that don't start your treatment if you won't be committed to it. The only thing that makes you ill and weak is taking ARVs and stop. Immediately the virus gets the kick of ARVs, it fights back harder than it was before, and you'll get sick. And this one said, if you tested negative, use protection and be on PrEP and remain negative. Also, if you tested positive, take your ARVs and use protection. Hashtag ARVs. This one, Hama, said, ever since I started taking ARVs, it's now 2 years. When I show you my picture before and now, you can't believe it. It's according to the stage and type of medication you take. ARVs has done wonders in my life. And Sam said, I'm so happy that ARVs is trending today. We must normalize having conversations about HIV and ARVs in order to address an ongoing stigma. Treatment, if you are HIV positive, you can live long and healthy. Prevention, we must encourage each other to condomize and test regularly. And then Rebecca said, people don't die because of the virus. They die because of the stigma, stress, depression, and denial. I wish people can see HIV like any other chronic disease. Until then, we'll have new infections because people can't disclose because of stigma. Guys, people living with HIV are not prostitutes or whose hashtag ARVs. And Calvin said, yes, I'm HIV positive. I have my Smarties on my side. I'm safe eating them on time. Buffett, let's get tested. Don't wait to wear Pampers. We don't want to see you pronouncing banana as anana. Healthy, stay healthy. God love us all. They say we are either affected or infected. If you are negative, continue to look after yourself, condomize, and stay safe. If you are positive, take your meds, go for regular clinic checkups, eat healthy, and take care of yourself. Guys, let's also be sensitive on how we address issues relating to HIV. Jokes relating to the HIV must really be stopped. You may be making funny jokes, and that might be stopping your loved ones to disclose to you. Anyone around you might be infected, so be sensitive on how you deal with such issues. It might not be you, but remember your parent, your siblings, your colleagues, your neighbors, your co-workers, your church members, and so forth might be infected. So be sensitive on how you talk about that, because they might be infected even though they haven't disclosed to you. Be sensitive, treat people around you with love. That will be all from me. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye.